Kimberly, I wouldn't come if it wasn't urgent. From the top.
Oh, God. TASS agency in Moscow, April the 27th. But that's 6 months from now. The death of Sir Philip Kimberly was announced here today. Former Director General of British Secret Service, defected. It's all here.
Yes.
They can't do this. Andropov will never allow such a crazy...
You're out of date. Fyodorchik has taken over.
Well, Fyodorchuk knows I've been an important asset to this country, an international figure.
Oh, yes. Here we go again.
I was forced to defect only when that bloody American Michael Straight turned in that little shit Blunt.
And that's another story we all heard before.
I was going to get a cabinet post. I might even been Prime Minister by now.
If you should go back to England now, you would not get 5 years in the House of Commons. You would get probably 30 years in Brixton jail.
Is that it? That's what they think? That I'm planning to go back? Crazy.
You've been restless, discontented, a nuisance, and a drunken embarrassment for a long, long time. The worst of them all. Even worse than that drunken scum Philby and Burgess and that wretched McLean. But it was last week that you killed yourself at the dinner when you kissed the minister on the mouth.
But Boris, I was drunk. We were all drunk. For once in our benighted life, we were having a good time.
But that was before you peed on the table.
I don't remember. I passed out.
First, you passed water, then you passed out.
Oh, a joke, Boris. A joke.
Товарищ.
Товарищ Кимберли?
Yes?
Пожалуйста, садитесь.
No.
Будет
No.
трудно.
No, no, no.
Пожалуйста, садитесь.
Marker.
Ножницы.
Ножницы.
Щипцы.
Щипцы.
Чудно вышло.
Гораздо позже.
Дай ему зеркало, пожалуйста.
Welcome to the KGB, second main directorate, Comrade Kuzminsky.
Посмотри.
Christ.
На здоровье.
Спасибо. Good luck, young man.
Ребята, не хорошо. Посмотри, как я делаю. Вот, на правую ногу. А потом... Right? Филипп, посмотри. Слабые точки. Сюда. Потом в бороду. А потом туда. Стой. Еще раз. Ну давай. Еще раз. Вот, хорошо. Давай.
Faster, faster.
10.
Перенесемся теперь в Западную Германию.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте. No, wait. Come here. All stitch marks are gone. He's ready for the General Zorin now.
Kimberly, you mustn't miss this.
Yes, it's not everyone who gets to see his own funeral.
I thought all that was yesterday.
It was. You're showing how the rest of the world received the news.
The funeral yesterday of Sir Philip Kimberly, once head of the British Secret Service, the SIS, has brought sharp, quick reactions from America's CIA and other intelligence sources, to whom he was a familiar figure and one of a long line of British traitors, starting during the Cold War with Klaus Fuchs. Fuchs had worked in the U.S. nuclear laboratory at Los Alamos, where he passed our atomic secrets to a KGB courier, Harry Gold. His other contacts with the Russians came through Julius and Esther Rosenberg. In spite of repeated American warnings to British intelligence that two of their top embassy officials were passing secrets to the KGB, nothing happened until...
A recent visitor to Moscow was Mr. Tom Dryberg, on the right, who went there to meet one of the missing diplomats, Guy Burgess.
But all of this was a warm-up, the preliminaries before the main event. One of the great names in espionage history, Sir Philip Kimberly, Director General of Her Majesty's Secret Service, Knight Commander of the British Empire, Grand Commander of the French Legion of Honor, America's Legion of Merit, Knight of the Golden Fleece, and Hero of the Soviet Union, and the only foreigner to hold the rank of Lieutenant General in the KGB.
Здесь потоньше. И волосы покрасили. Нос переделали.
Ходите, пожалуйста.
Comrade General, Doctor. And this is Comrade Kuzminsky.
Замечательно.
Спасибо большое. Хороший успех, товарищ.
Spasibo, товарищ доктор.
With your new face, you've been given a new identity. You'll go back to London as commercial attaché to our embassy there. An extremely important dossier is missing somewhere in England.
And this concerns the commercial attaché, comrade?
The dossier contains a record of every payment made to our agents in the West since the early 30s. We have reason, always had reason, to believe that you alone can restore to us that dossier, that payroll list.
I have absolutely no knowledge of it, comrade.
It is our belief that in the last hours before you made your escape from England, you stole it and hid it. Your intention was always to bargain with it if things became difficult for you here. That day has come.
The day to bargain, comrade?
A Russian diplomatic passport. In return for the dossier you've hidden, there are 1 million Swiss francs to your credit in a numbered account in Zurich.
Dollars would be nicer.
Comrade, Colonel Medvaciani will accompany him to London to receive the dossier, at which time you will telex to unblock the money in his Swiss account. Oh, I know you didn't work for the money, but all the same, 1 million francs. That's all. Wait outside. Medvachan, you stay. Make your entry into England through a foreign city, Paris, Rome. But don't fly Aeroflot. Kensington Palace Gardens know just enough to be helpful.
I must say it's wonderful to be 42 again. Do you think I'll live to be 43?
If Comrade Kuzminski fails to deliver the dossier, our two friends there, they make sure he doesn't. You will hand over that playlist, won't you?
What playlist?
Think of it, 1 million francs, Swiss francs. Even if you don't like Switzerland, I can think of many worse places to be.
Oh, for instance?
Kaplan, we separate. You go up in front. Keep an eye on Kuzminski.
When was this passport issued, Mr. Kuzminski?
Results, if you please.
The date stamp and signature seem indistinct, little blurred. This is your writing.
That is correct, yes.
How long do you intend to stay in England, Mr. Kuzminski?
Kuzminski! What do you think?
Local time is 11:24, and on behalf of the captain and crew, we wish you all a very pleasant stay in London and hope to see you on TWA again before long. If you come with me, Mr. Fraser, I'll get you off first.
They're coming out to the plane.
You have to. Our parking place is a long way out. We're about 15 minutes early, that's why. You must be pretty important. Police cars, special treatment.
Public enemy number one's the real reason.
I'll come and see you in prison. Bring a cake with a file inside.
That's what I call service. Thank you for looking after me.
Come again.
Mr. Fraser, great pleasure to have you back, sir.
Thank you, boss.
Private lift. The Admiral's expecting you.
Thank you.
Yes, Home Secretary. Yes, I understand. The point I'm trying to make is that this is a matter for secret intelligence services, not for immigration and customs. If you would have Milroy call me, thank you, Home Secretary. You missed all the fun at the airport. A defector.
Matthews told me.
I saw that report you sent on our Washington diplomatic bag. Very pricey these days, information. Like whiskey.
Not as pricey as mine, sir. 2 lives, Paul Caracciolo and the young American.
Did Caracci kill himself, or was he helped?
Suicide.
Why?
He wasn't entirely a happy man, sir.
I ask you why he killed himself, you clown.
Paul Caracciolo was homosexual.
So?
So he had a rather emotional relationship, sexual, with the American we finally got the information from.
Well, that was his function, get information any way possible.
So we could blackmail this wretched American.
Only sensible law we've made in England this century. Consenting adults were to say Vassal and McLean, and Burgess too, of course. Not that I think he wouldn't have done it with a hedgehog. Read that?
Sir Philip Kimberly, sometime director of MI6.
Dead. Scarcely believable, eh?
Well, he was 62.
Ripe age to die, in your humble opinion. Think we've all had it by 62?
Well, no, sir, but...
Oh, my arse. Fortunately for most of us, your humble opinion means less than a fart in a blizzard.
Sir, I didn't mean that...
No, it's all right. Don't mind. Never. You've done a good job. Lost a good man, but done a good job.
Thank you, sir. On my behalf, and on behalf of the good man.
Poor old Kimberly. Kimberly. His name will always be magic. Like some great chess player. Yes, that's what it was. It was all a game of chess to him. Wasn't the money at all.
Sounds as though you admire him, sir.
Admire him? Brilliant. Now, his usefulness at an end, they do him in. Swine, eh?
You think they chopped him?
Aggravated cirrhosis of the liver. Aggravated by a bloody bullet in the liver. You never knew him? Oh, Lady Kimberly.
Always felt we pushed her too hard. Hedged in, poor thing. And she wasn't really involved, only as a wife and a mother.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful, Annabelle. Only one way out for her. She took it. High window. Didn't do much good for England's image.
We looked brutish and nasty. I was still posted to Lausanne. I can remember the little girl. Poor kid.
Yes, you never lost your interest in poor little Penelope, did you?
I tried to keep in touch as she grew up.
Then it's no coincidence you've been sleeping with her for the last 12 months.
14 months. And nothing to do with coincidence. She fell in with a rough bunch when she came home from Grenoble University. Had a rather unhappy, sordid love affair. Didn't like it. And I was there.
So you took advantage?
That's how it would look to some people.
Well, that's all. You've done all right, I suppose. Oh, Fraser.
Sir.
Now that the Kimberly case is finally ended, you can go on screwing the daughter with a clear conscience.
You're most accommodating, sir.
Thanks, Benny.
Penny! It's me, Jamie!
Oh, Jamie.
Hey, the telephone.
No. Leave it. Don't answer it. It's the newspapers. They've been calling all morning. You've heard.
Yes, I just arrived. I came on straight here.
How did they find me? For almost 10 years, I've been Penelope Black, not Kimberly.
They never let go. Poor love.
I'm so glad you're back. I've missed you. Oh, how I've missed you.
Penny.
You smell nice.
Amazing what you can do with a bit of mouthwash and aftershave.
Where have you come from today?
All over.
United Nations all over? Well, I did at least get your postcards.
Working for the UN, I get them free.
Oh, charming.
Lane's Garage. Sorry, wrong number.
I wish they'd stop them, but it won't. They'll be camping on the doorstep next.
So, move into my place.
Your place? So tidy. Never make love in your place.
Who said anything about love? Make scrambled eggs, box fizz, yes, but love, no. Although, on the other hand, zip up your bag and I'll get you out of here.
I was going away anyhow, only for the cottage.
Got your keys?
Oh, yes. Do you hear that? Should I leave a note for the cleaner?
Your
Or about
cleaner
newspapers?
is capable of seeing anybody off.
It's a new coat, newish, tailored by Donaldson Hudson, Savile Row. Vicuna, fine Vicuna. But what's particularly aggravating is that there are 2 tickets for the cup final in the inside pocket. Now, I want the CID to make this absolute...
Hold it right there.
Oh, Admiral.
You are?
Detective Sergeant Lloyd, sir, CID, Western Central.
Enlightening, if I may say so.
Admiral, I do think that...
I also heard news of the loss of your fine Vicuna coat from the sergeant at the door. News of your grievous loss, Milroy, has spread down these corridors of power. People grieve with you. Shall we fly the flags at half-mast, or shall we forget your fine Vicuna coat and the cup final tickets? Meanwhile, I suppose the news of your other loss, that of the defector Kuzminski, has not been spread so wide nor so far as that of your fine Vicuna coat.
Really, Admiral?
You've got to stop thrashing about your bloody coat, you hear?
Really, Admiral,
The
I do
Ruskies must not learn we've lost their bird without even clipping its wings. You've got to act as if we'd still got him. Now, do you understand?
Yes, I quite understand.
Right. Now, let's start again from the beginning. After all, it was you who went to escort him here from the airport. But tell me, how did you see?
Agreeable, perfectly pleasant. Knew London, said he'd served here before.
Served here before? Was that what he asked to see me?
Well, as I told you on the telephone, he mentioned your name.
He just mentioned my name. Didn't it seem to be curious that he knew my name? No, never mind that. Go on.
Oh, I seated him there.
In the leather chair?
Yes. I gave him a cigarette in the Times, and I left him to arrange a Matter of fact, I had to wash my hands.
Oh, weak bladder?
When I'd got back, he'd gone.
While you were washing your hands, he'd washed his hands of you and taken your Vicuna coat with him. Get a good price for the tickets and for the coat, too. And that's the trouble. He's now walking about with money. This room been printed?
Printed?
Fingerprinted. Your flighty friend who knows my name may be someone that we know. He may have been in and out of the country many times. In and out, just as he was in and out of your office.
Do you think he may be known? Wanted?
Well, perhaps not known, Milroy, but wanted, surely. Send a print team round at once, will you please, Sergeant Lloyd?
Sir.
Thank you. Now.
Oh, Admiral, you've forgotten this.
Oh, thank you. In case I do hear from you, how much shall I offer for your cup final tickets and for your fine Vicuna coat?
Admiral! My dear Milroy.
Oh, Sir James, I take it you're on your way to visit me?
Just stopping by. Slumming, Admiral?
Like you, just stopping by. And as we've already stopped, we won't trouble Milroy any further, shall we? I will go along to the Athenaeum, shall we? Unless you prefer something else. Whiskey?
Not thirsty, thank you.
You don't need a thirst for whiskey.
I take whiskey only when I'm feeling cold.
We'll bugger you for a start.
Thank you, Admiral.
Gentlemen, my usual, please. Have you, sir?
No, thank you, but I will have a little wine with our dinner.
I'm took for dinner.
Oh, that's a shame. Wanted to invite you round the corner to Wilton's. Lashings of smoked salmon, followed by a turbot and a bottle of Montrachet from Wilton's special bin.
I feel like lamb tonight.
Lamb. That's exactly what you're going to get, dressed as mutton. Tell me, was there ever any truth in that legendary file Kay was supposed to have squirreled away somewhere?
Just the sort of thing he would have done. The entire housekeeping bill of the KGB operations in this country from the beginning.
Highly unlikely.
But we'll never know now, shall we, old man? Call that a double. Sign for me, Arnold.
Very good, sir.
Silent toast to Kay.
Bugger off.
Aye, aye.
Go and take a little wine with your turbot and be damned. That a man is putrefying in his box.
Well, look at it this way, sir. If he hadn't gone off, you wouldn't be head of Her Majesty's Secret Intelligence Services. Now, would you?
See it realistically, Annabelle. Philip is gone. Already there, in Moscow. And no one will believe you didn't know. Now you will need help.
What are you trying to tell me?
That I'm in love with you, Annabelle. Always have been, but you know that.
I thought you were Philip's friend.
Marry me, Annabelle. I can protect you.
Please, go away. Please.
You're a fool, Annabelle. Wherever you go, you'll be hedged in. A swarm of agents everywhere. You'll never see Philip again. I'll see to that. I will.
Sergei Kuzminsky. I am Russian commercial attaché who is defecting this morning.
Are you indeed?
You are Admiral Skaith.
More people know Tom Fool than Tom Fool know.
Excuse me?
It doesn't matter. I said nothing. Doesn't matter. What do you want?
I come to you from Philip Kimberly.
Well, my friend, come too late. Philip Kimberly's dead.
Yes, at last, Philip Kimberly is a free man. I was with him at the end. I was with him for 10 years. I was his friend.
Friend with a gun in his back?
My gun was not loaded.
Huh? Friendly gunman.
Philip Kimberly told me to come to you. I am to sell you the documents he removed from our British paymaster before he escaped to Russia.
You're telling the truth.
Is what Kimberly is telling me before he died. I know him like a brother. I have all proof you want.
The documents will do.
The exchange of monies and items for sale can be made in Switzerland. I will be needing British passport, safe conduct, and proof that money is there before documents can be examined.
How much do you want?
£1 million sterling.
You know you're talking nonsense.
Why do you say nonsense? You have wasted many millions more pounds in the last 10 years in search for these documents. But if you do not agree my price, there are 4, maybe more, major power be very interested. All have trusted agent at same time in pay of Russia.
Why didn't you wait at the Home Office so that we could bargain in comfort? Why'd you run out?
In Home Office is possible I am also killed in comfort by someone of your people before allowed to speak with you. Killed by someone who perhaps has his name on files I offer for sale. Is very much possible, yes?
Possible. Anything's possible. The next effector could be a member of the royal family. All right. I'll have a special line open for you direct to my house for the next 72 hours. It'll have Chiswick area code, that's 994, followed by 4 zeros. But you will have to undertake something better than promises. Some definite evidence this obscure dossier exists.
Is reasonable, but I will need 2 telephones here in case one does not work.
Very well, 2 telephones. In Kimberly's time, went this way many times with him.
Yes, Philip Kimberly spoke to me many times of this river path, of your habits. You keep whiskey bottle behind your books, black label whiskey.
Wonder why I should tell you that.
He also tell me a policeman always on duty outside your house.
Run, man, run! You took your time.
Strolling off my dinner. A man must consider his digestion.
Sit down and listen. This will do your digestion some good. A Kimberley dossier, the paymaster file, it exists, and it's up for sale.
Ah. You were approached?
Kuzminski, the defector who cut out on Milroy, and that's why he cut out.
You have him?
He ran. Knocked out a policeman behind the pub. Damn near killed him. I want the police to show a low profile on this. See to it. The Ruskies must not hear their man is loose or try to make a deal with me.
Fine.
Pick up his passport and description from Special Branch. I want your people to catch this bastard before the police fall over him.
Well, my section's pretty strung out right now. I hear Paul Cracciola's back with Fraser. Let me have Cracciola.
Can't have him. Fraser brought back the official NYPD photos. Pulled off a story. Polished his shoes, clean shirt, measured the distance perfectly. Had quality, this Caracciola.
Luck of the draw. Give me Fraser, then.
Done.
Don't struggle, don't be frightened. It's me, it's Philip, it's your father. No, please don't be frightened. All that stuff you read about me in the papers, my obituary, it's all lies. Now, please don't be frightened, darling. Stay calm. It is me. I'm going to let you go. Please don't scream out. But when you turn round, you won't recognize me.
What do you think? Bearing in mind that it's a Russian suit.
Now get out! Get out of here now! I don't care who you are.
I know it's a shock, But you won't be needing that pop gun, Lovebird.
It's a long time since you heard that, isn't it, Lovebird?
In any case, I'm afraid that someone has already beaten you to it.
Yes. Ah, not the thing for an open wound, but...
We must get you to a hospital.
Yes, that's why I came to you. Got to get out of here. They know about this cottage from the letters you wrote to me.
They? Who's they?
KGB. Killers. Pen, you can't come back here or go to your flat in London for at least a week. I'll have sorted things out by then.
What are you going to do? You can't go around like this.
Well, I'll go to a chemist's in town. And then after that, we go to the lake, to that place where we used to picnic, where we could see everyone and no one could see us. Do you remember?
Yes. I'm glad you do.
Those files.
Let me help.
If I'd gone along
Here.
with their little plans, all I could win was a real obituary. But since I cut loose yesterday, I have spoiled those plans. So now, they will try to use you to force me back. If they do take you, you will be in Moscow by midnight. That's what I fear.
You fear for my life?
It's the paternal instinct, Penny. Dies hard. Oh, you better get going. Go off to Ireland or Scotland, or to the Crowleys or a hotel. Anywhere.
But what about you?
I have unfinished business here.
Yes? Like dying here?
Unfinished business. I have no intention of dying yet.
Good. In that case, I'm going to take you to some friends of mine. They own a hotel. You won't be found there.
We could put you up until Friday, but we're booked for Easter.
Oh, thank you. That's time enough.
Your name is,
Fraser? H. Fraser.
Would you and Penny want a table for lunch?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm really not feeling very well.
Room number 8, Penny. You know the way?
Thank you, I do. There. Bright, cheerful, and safe.
Fraser H. Why that?
Hamish Fraser, my boyfriend. I thought at least I'd know what name you're under.
What does he do?
United Nations. Works for the narcotics division. Travels the world. Talking of that, he'll be traveling to the cottage this afternoon. I'd better stop him.
No. The call box will be safer.
There's one downstairs. Oh, no, listen. I'm fleeing the cottage. It's damp and dreary. Can I come and stay at your place? Oh, lovely. Yes. No, I'll be there before 6. Oh, and I'm taking the train. The car's playing up. Lovely. No, look, I can't really talk right now. I really can't, darling. I'll see you soon. Yes? Big kiss. Bye. Et servi?
Good God. Bangers. How I've missed them. Funny the things one can't forget. Bangers, England. Do you know that Burgess always wore his old Etonian tie? And Philby never wears any tie at all. Hell, I've missed more than sausages. Penny, there are some things I have to tell you, but not in here. All walls have ears.
This is England. The Bull Hotel does not have ears. I've got to be in London by 6.
You can't go back to your place.
I'm not going to. I'm staying with a friend.
This Fraser H.
It's the best thing that's happened to me in a long time. Anyway, I've got a living to earn. I'm all day tomorrow at the Dorchester Hotel, translating at a convention. Clever girl, your daughter. Speaks 5 languages fluently. I even plodded through a course in Russian. Thought it might please you.
Yeah. You wrote to me.
Why didn't you ever write back?
Right, sir. What is it now?
Mr. Cameron, Scotland Yard.
Well, can't you see I'm having breakfast? Tell him to wait.
Come right in, Mr. Cameron. He's a nice face, an honest face.
Sorry to disturb you so early, sir.
Tea?
No, thank you, sir. I am in charge of fingerprint section, Scotland Yard. Now, these are the prints taken from Mr. Milroy's leather chair at the Home Office. And I went to my office at 7 this morning, knowing it is urgent, and I'm off to see my wee daughter for the weekend. She's married now. The matching prints. You will see, sir, why I felt it best. Come straight to you. Aye.
Philip Kimberly.
You see, Sir Philip, when he first went to MI6, was screened by us. We did a proper job, unlike some other departments.
Impossible. Can't believe it.
Seeing is believing, sir.
But I saw the man who made these prints. He was half Kimberly's age, for a start.
Prince can't lie, but the face of a man, and women too, so I've been told. Aye, and even criminals to create a new identity.
Bless you, Cameron. The prints do not lie. They transformed him and brought him here for a purpose that only he could accomplish for them.
One thing, sir. Why did they not burn off his fingerprints with acid?
Because, Cameron, they had no intention of ever letting him out of their clutches until he'd fulfilled his purpose. But he defected. The dear, lovely, talented rascal. He's not finished with his chess games yet.
In the mornings, plenty of choke, no acceleration. She has her habits. Will you be all right?
I miss my ribs. I'll live.
Only if you take care of yourself. Go back to the hotel and rest. You must take those antibiotics. You won't get blood poisoning.
What do women use to change the color of their hair?
Shampoo rinse.
Shampoo rinse.
Yes, you can buy it in a chemist. Take this. When I come back, I shall bring £200. Emergency money. Take care.
Your driving license, please.
Excuse me, officer.
Nothing wrong with your eyesight, I suppose.
No, officer.
Prohibited zone. 50 quid fine and your license endorsed.
Well, this must be something new here because, well, I haven't been back in the old country now, what, for 20 years.
American. Tourist?
Well, kind of a tourist. I have a British passport still. I'm very proud of that. But I've lived in Oklahoma now for 30 years. I drill oil for a living.
Well, in the interest of British economy, now that you know, don't do it again.
Thank you, officer. I sure won't.
As they will keep saying in your country, have a nice day.
You too, sir.
That's really lovely, ladies. You've done wonders. Well, I'm just about to lock up.
We're just leaving.
Thank you, ladies. I don't want to disturb you. There's no hurry at all.
It's just a prayer of thanks to be here again. Long time.
As you see, we're preparing for one of our big Sundays, the Ascension into Heaven.
Oh, I sometimes feel we ought to be more dramatically reminded of the descent into.
Goodbye, Mrs. I see you're admiring our angel.
Yes, I remembered her from the war. Of course, in those days, I too had wings.
Ah, flyer.
Yes, I was stationed here about. In and out of Woburn, training.
Ah, you're one of those, eh? I was out in the desert, 7th Armored.
Ah, fighting for a better world. Hmm?
Yes, and I'm afraid we have to keep on doing it. Choir practice tonight. Rehearse for this Sunday. Meanwhile, it's brightening up a bit. I'm going to try and get in a round of golf. Well then. Goodbye. Maybe we'll meet again one of these days.
Oh, I doubt it. Have a good ascent.
Bye-bye.
Wait here for me, please. I'll be a few minutes. Suze?
Penny?
Oh.
I've been ringing you everywhere.
Have you? Is the dragon out?
Dragon's always out. No customers anyway. Might as well dust down the Albert Hall.
Listen, Jamie's back, so I'm staying with him.
Moving in? Lucky you.
No. Not quite like that. Trying to. Want this?
Thanks, Penny.
Don't answer the phone.
I won't.
I thought you might like to stay there with Ginge. That is still Ginge, isn't it?
Still Ginge. I told Mother I was staying with you. Want some tea?
No, thanks. I must go and get supper. I've got to create a good impression. Oh, don't lose my keys, please.
You know my bag. Safe as houses. Could live for a week on everything that's in it. Ciao.
Точка Kimberly. Baş.
Da.
Coming, Ginger.
Hello? Yes, sir.
I hate to disturb your amative carnalities, but I do require you in the office with Chorley first thing in the morning. What? Russian? Not a word.
And you have received my letter with instructions?
Yes, it arrived first thing this morning. I found the snippet of microfilm very interesting.
Rest of film.
Got that intercept yet?
We make exchange in Geneva. But first you pay half of money to daughter of Kimberly here in England.
Agreed. Now, my courier will...
You were saying? Your courier.
I was saying... One moment. You can forget the intercept's a waste of time. I was saying, my man will meet you at Woburn Abbey at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in front of the sweet shop at the Children's Zoo. Though your money will be in a red case, you can check it and then go with my man. My man will escort you to Geneva. You can trust him completely.
I am grateful your escort is a safe man. I must leave here now. Perhaps one day you will visit me abroad for a pleasant holiday.
If ever I visit you, it'll be to put my boot up, you double-dealing Russian ass!
I made all the arrangements at Woburn. The Marquis and Henrietta Tavistock have given us everything we need. So, you better get down there pronto. I'll join you later.
Well, Russian's no fool. He knows the playground and zoo will be stiff with kids, so there'll be no guns going off.
Plenty of guns to go off. Not with the police, the Russians, not to mention ours.
Likes to live dangerously, doesn't he, our Kosminski?
At least we're going to play straight with him. You're going to make the contact, then you're going to see him off on a Royal Air Force plane to Geneva.
Why me?
Because you're so good at making contacts. Aren't you, dear boy?
All right, sir. It wasn't me, sir.
Sorry. Who then?
It's hard to say. There's all they lions and their keepers, them monkeys and those keepers. The giraffes and giraffe minders, it could be anyone.
But to shoot at my car?
It could be a stone.
You heard the shot.
Aye, there'd be some people who are after shooting the squirrels today. Pretty little things, but pestilential. Besides, no car allowed on these side roads, except for family. Trespassing. You be a trespassing car too, sir?
Friend of the Marquis.
Oh.
Afternoon, sir. Accident.
Can you organize some temporary transport from the carpool and get this repaired?
Yes, sir.
Sir James here?
Somewhere around. I'll show you the temporary HQ.
Police to be armed. Any information to Central SB2. SB2 over and out.
Sir.
Anything moving?
One Green Line driver reports he thinks he saw our man.
For section use only.
Ah, Fraser. Keeping my eye in. Bag these for you, dear boy. Memento mori.
Thank you. But to the hunter his spoils.
Yes, dear boy.
Your name?
Yes.
Number? Yes.
I'm at the Bedford Arms if wanted.
Perhaps you could call in at your local police station then. Thank you.
Like a prick. Hmm? Don't you think it's like a prick? Maybe not like Mr. Mouse, but like a big, aggressive prick. You think me vulgar, don't you? Hmm? Oh, yes, I've seen it in your eyes. Paul Caracciolo didn't think me vulgar. Paul liked me. And not many people know I wear a wig. Doubt if even old Skaith knows. I've 4 wigs, all different lengths. Change them every week until it looks as though I need a trim. Paul Caracciolo liked the medium one. Poor Paul. You were with him, weren't you, at the Waldorf when he,
I wasn't with him. I was in California. Take a look at my report.
I can see it's a sensitive subject. For you, as well as for me.
A melancholy subject. And as far as I'm concerned, closed.
Yes. Closed. Tell me about the accident to your car. Did you see anyone?
Must have been a stone. I presume you got the report of a woman seeing a Russian on the bus.
He wouldn't have been on the bus if Skaith had held on to him.
Held him? A lame old man up against a Russian thug who could half kill a copper with a single blow?
You've always been the Admiral's boy, haven't you? Well, I suppose someone has to take his place. Don't you find yourself a little youthful for the role?
I'm quitting the service as soon as the Kuzminsky file is wrapped.
If you quit before going to America, Paul Caracciolo might still be alive and well and living in London. Strange. Safety razors are the thing, old boy. These can be dangerous weapons.
They do their job.
Yeah. I'm just across the corridor. Nice and close. What a curious smash it is. Well, on with the motley. You won't let on about my wigs, will you? Huh? Bad for morale, I'd say.
Hello? Hello, Ginge. How are you and Suze? What do you mean? I gave her the keys to my place days ago. I thought you were together. Well, no, she can't be too sick to pick up a telephone. Well, that could be my fault, actually. I did tell her not to answer it. No, don't be silly. Of course, she hasn't disappeared. Well, I don't really want to go there because of the newspapers. All right, I'll come with you.
Jesus. Where's Sue? This is all there is. No other rooms.
No.
That bloody suitcase of hers. She wouldn't move a foot without it.
Keys. Where are my keys? Oh, no. Oh, no, Sue.
What's the matter? Snap out of it, Penny.
No. It's Sue. I'm in terrible trouble, and now she's involved.
What trouble? What's happened to her?
Listen, you know me as Penelope Black. That's not my real name. I'm Philip Kimberley's daughter. Sir Philip Kimberley, the spy.
Kimberley? The one in Moscow?
Yes. When he died, he sent a man with a message for me. They didn't want me to get that message.
Who?
The Russians.
I don't believe a word of it. You're bloody mad.
Listen to me. Please listen to me. Listen, he came to warn me, this man, that I was in terrible danger. The Russians would do anything to get their hands on me. Anything. Hijack me. Hijack me to Moscow. Which is what they've done. They thought it was me. Ginge. Ginger. Go to the window. But don't let them see you. That van. That green van. Was that here when you arrived?
No. It pulled up as we were going inside. Squeaky brakes. And what the hell are we whispering for? Penny, if you're trying to take the mickey out of me...
Back to the window. There's only one other person who can help us now.
If I was you, I'd take a couple of days' complete rest. You look as if you could do with them.
Yes?
Philip.
Oh, hello, Penny.
Give Penny my love.
Yes, yes.
The place is in a complete shambles. They've obviously been here. The Russians, they've taken her by mistake.
She's probably gone home.
I must go to the police.
Don't be such a bloody fool, Penny. You can't go to the police. Now,
No, wait till tonight. She'll come to no harm.
Don't be stupid, Philip. She could be dead by tonight.
She's no good to them dead, is she? I mean, she's got a tongue in her head. She can explain.
In Russian? In Moscow?
Well, look, I tell you what. Let's both calm down. I'll speak to the Soviet embassy myself.
Don't be stupid. She might be dead by tonight. And another thing, Philip. There's a green van which has been following me. And, it might be the police. More likely it's the Russians.
Do you mean you're speaking to me from your apartment? Well, get out! Get out now! Get out!
Stupid Carl, the phone is tapped. We have to get out of here.
How about the Russians out there? You think they're going to let us walk?
Go on, get the door, get the safety chain.
Call the police.
No, you're not. No, Philip, I've done enough.
Screw Philip.
God, safe, no!
The window. I'm going to shout for help.
No, don't go there. They might see you. They'd shoot you.
No, they're not going.
Kimberly! Miss Kimberly!
Look, go away. We've already called the police.
We are the police, all the same thing. Look at this, for God's sake. It's a hell of a long time since I was last asked to show this card, but read it.
What shall I do?
I knew you. I've known you. I knew your mother for more years than I like to mention. But read the name. You'll know it.
No, don't. How do we know?
Look out of the window, you bloody young fool. Maybe you know police car when you see it.
Thank God you're here, whoever you are.
A living image.
These men, they've been here.
Yeah. Two of them. Russian diplomatic passports, nothing we can do.
And the van, the green van?
It's all right. It's already gone.
This is Ginger, I take it. Susan Slockenvar? Were you here when she made the call? Answer me, damn you! Were you here when she made that call?
Yes.
Well, take him in.
Oh, no.
No,
Don't you hurt him. Don't you dare hurt him.
Wait
He
in
has
the
nothing
car.
to do with any of this. He doesn't.
No one's going to hurt him. Now, tell me, where was Philip when you talked to him?
I'll tell you if you bring Susan Graham here. Tell your thugs to go and get her.
They've got her. We haven't. Now do you begin to understand? Sit down. Transcript of your conversation to Ginger this morning. And we've just recently picked up a conversation between you and Philip Kimberly, in which you implore him to take you to the Soviet embassy. Now, Philip is in danger. Great danger. We must get to him before he's shot down either by the comrades or our own police. Penny, where is he?
You warned me not to tell anyone. You might be working for the Russians and only waiting to kill him.
Do I look like anybody's bloody comrade?
The Bull. The Bull Hotel at Wargrave.
Anybody there? Ah, there you are. I'm just off to pick up Penny. She wants her car back.
So if you'll give me a bill,
Now,
I'll
look
pay
here,
you.
I heard you speaking to that girl. Everybody could hear you shouting. Now, we're very fond of Penny, and I think you better explain it.
What on earth?
Before you leave my
What on earth
hotel.
are you talking
Well, perhaps we'd better get the police.
Look sharp. The old man's on his way.
Roger. You better watch this, Mom.
Well, what's all this? Nice time of the day to get home and no warning. Think we had a full staff, anyone would. Butler, ladies' maids and all.
Polly, this young lady's had a nasty shock. Take her into your kitchen, give her a cup of tea, some of your nice anchovy toast. I'll give you a call when I'm ready to have a chat.
Come in, my dear.
Matthews, take it round the back, and then you and Connolly cover the side door to the bar.
Right, sir.
His wife. She's identified Kuzminski from the passport photograph.
I see. Thank you. Polly, send the young lady in. Come in, Penny. Sit down. I've got more bad news, I'm afraid. The landlord of the Bull Hotel, Mr. Ransom, has been killed. It was your father. Whether it was an accident or he killed him and threw him down his own cellar staircase, I don't know. However, whatever, he must feel terribly threatened. It's Kate here. Yes? You mistrust someone close to me. Well, as I said, anything's possible. I see. Then we'll change the place of the rendezvous to the church just inside the gate of Woburn instead of the children's zoo. Right. Right. Now, there's one other change. This time it's mine. Your messenger will be a woman, long fair hair, blue jeans, gray jacket, yellow scarf. Yes, we'll bring a doctor.
That was my father.
Yeah.
You didn't ask him about Douglas Ransom?
No. Irrelevant at this point.
What'll happen to him?
I shall keep my promise if I can. Get him to Switzerland.
It's the documents you want, isn't it? Yeah. And you plan to send me as your messenger. Why?
He'll be more pliable.
All right. I'll bargain with you.
Bargain?
Yes, I'm bargaining now. I want Philip Kimberly to stay dead. He died in Russia. He knew nothing of this. It was that man, Kuzminski. Understand?
Yes. I understand. I understand you, Miss Kimberly.
I'll go to the church, and I'll do what must be done. So long as Philip Kimberly remains in his grave. Agreed?
Oh, yes. It's as I would have wished it myself.
Yes, sir. Fill her up, please.
got to be some kind of a lunatic.
Seen this man?
No, I don't think so.
Well, a yellow mini.
Yeah, just now. He's gone out of here like a bat out of hell. Left me with a tenner. It's 2 in the morning.
Where have you been?
Kuzminski's been sighted. Bulletel Wargrave. I was hot on his
Never
heels
mind
when...
that. Orders from the Admiral. Cancel all previous instructions. Operation Paymaster has been scrubbed. We're not taking Kuzminski in.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know what the devious old bastard's up to.
Well, I'll tell the people at the zoo it's all over.
Call from the main gate, sir.
What?
There's an ambulance arrived. Orders from Admiral Scaife, stationed in front of the church. Driver wants to know if there are any further instructions.
The church? Bastard was after somebody.
Penny, what's she doing here?
All right. Kuzminski, we've got Kuzminski in there.
What?
It's all right. Half the money is for her. Her father planned it all. Kuzminski is merely the go-between. And then he goes with us to Geneva. It's all right. Penny? Who brought you here?
Admiral Scaife sent me. Everything's going to be all right, Phil. There's an ambulance and a doctor waiting for you. You look so sick. I promise I'll... Jamie?
You tricked me.
No, I didn't.
Move to the right. Move to the right.
I didn't. I didn't.
Put that gun away. You won't need it.
You lying bastard.
You have to believe me. I'm your friend.
Put your hands on seats in front of you. You too.
Reach down the back of the statue and take the package out. Bottom there.
Get down, Kimberly!
Hold it there. Drop gun on floor. Kick it towards me.
Get away quickly. Vestry door.
Not yet.
See how these bastards treat me. Get the package.
Throw that package over here!
No! Kuzminski's a killer. Do exactly as he says.
Fraser, there's your traitor. He's the mole.
Move. You move, move. You two, round corner. Right back. All of you, back, back.
Honeyman, hurry!
Stand back.
Don't let Fraser get away. hell.
Quick, help, Penny. Come on. Come on. Quickly. Down. Quickly.
Philip? Phil.
Sorry about your friend, Douglas. It was an accident. War's bad.
Doesn't matter. Philip! Philip! Philip, can you hear me? Philip!
No need to shout.
Dear God. Will you be all right?
They look after him properly. Fraser, take Charlie in the other ambulance and then report to headquarters, will you?
Fraser. Jigsaw Man. Jigsaw headquarters.
Loved Paul, even when he went away. Left me, the younger man. You drove me mad. How could you let him down with that Kimberly girl? Any girl?
Dear God. You've got your wires crossed. The man Paul was involved with was the one we got the ciphers from. The American CIA.
That was the man. Not you. I tried to kill you twice.
Damn near did.
Kimberly, did he die?
Yes. Last Monday in Moscow.
Oh, Fraser. I arranged it all with Moscow. Plastic surgery.
Kuzminski is Kimberly.
Brilliant, eh?
Did Skaith know this?
Must have done. Shouting Kimberly, Kimberly all over the church.
Of course. I thought he was calling out to Penny, Kimberly. Charlie. Charlie. No hurry.
Okay, bro.
Did he say anything before he croaked?
We've been working for the Russians for at least 20 years.
Anything else?
Only that he tried to shoot me twice. Thought I'd taken Caracciolo away from him.
Well, before these ugly rumors get circulating, you better get in there and warn your girl there's not a word of truth in it. Second floor, number 26. Just see that his wig's on straight, will you?
Very good, sir.
He'd hate anyone to know.
Yes.
You should be in bed.
I keep telling her. She's had an anti-tet shot, and the dressing's fine, but she should stay in overnight. You persuade her. At least have a good, strong couple before you go.
All right, Dees. Gotta go back tomorrow.
I suppose this is what you've come for.
God, you've had it all the time.
Yes, I did.
Nobody else know?
That's all you've wanted all along, isn't it? Well, you've done your duty. Kept in touch with Kimberly's kid. Kept her under supervision. Tell me, the whole performance, was it worthwhile?
Penny. It's really not as simple as that. They use me, too.
They also used others. Susan, did you forget about her? Terrified. Probably tortured. No one to turn to. Douglas. Poor, decent Douglas. They were not soldiers, damn you! It's probably my fault. I should have turned Philip in the first place when I first knew.
You could have confided in me.
Whom you? The narcotics fella? Always such a busy, running round the world.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I don't want to say anything. Just go.
Tomorrow.
No. Goodbye.
Never a goodbye between us. Remember? Guess this belongs to you.
Close the door quietly. I still have the gun. Turn. Hands against the wall. Do what you are told and everything.
Round up the others. Get a doctor to this man. Philip! Kuzminski! You all right?
Is it safe to put on the light?
Now it is!
You have no right to hold me.
Are you sure with this one? This time it's not Aeroflot sitting in the front compartment with your vodka and caviar. This time we've got the guns on you. You'll do 10 years and none of your diplomatic nonsense either.
Let me in.
Maybe a zip fastener is what I should have sewn in.
I am in good health.
Aren't you the lucky gentleman, then? No gangrene, you bleed like a baby. I'll stitch you later.
Please, I have to.
No, miss, you can't go in it.
Jamie! Darling, I thought you'd been killed.
No. Pillow got most of it. You just call me darling.
Poor thing. You all right?
I am now. In many ways, I think I am a very lucky gentleman.
I also think I'm a very lucky lady.
Good night, Miss Kimberly.
Oh, I was forgetting. I'm sure somebody'd better have this.
Anything I can get you?
Vodka. Holy vodka.
No, none of that foreign nonsense here. You're in England now. Whiskey it'll be.
Holy whiskey, then.
You'll have to give me something first. Information.
Who's going to come out of the woodwork next? The moles in the Secret Service or the ones at Cheltenham?
Much more important. That fella Milroy. Whatever did happen to his fine vicular coat? You lying, tricking, conniving bastard! There's only 2 frames on this, the rest is all blank.
Naturally. The rest are in Geneva. Sit down. I want to make a proposition to you.
Proposition?
Neither of us two is getting any younger.
That I'm painfully aware.
Have a drink. Once in Geneva, you and I, the microfilm, Why don't we go into business together? Only this time, not for $5 million, but for £5 million.
You walk along the streets you knew, a stranger now who's reaching to the open arms, the healing touch, the feeling of an endless love. You learn to read between the lines, and though you smile, it hurts inside. You face the wall and miss the view. We had it all and never knew. There's only you and I, looking through the eyes of love. This time there's no goodbye. Memories are not enough. You search only just to find your dreams, everything you left behind. In all the world, there's only you and I. The perfect fool begins again to see the light where shadows end. You understand as feeling show, the first to see